Yeah, as one particular verse reads, thou shalt sing in the wilderness. As in the days of old, when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt. So yeah. Here's another precept. This is Micah 4 and verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth. Be in pain and labor to bring forth. Now like a woman in travail, for thou shalt bring in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail, for now shalt thou go forth out of the city. And she shall dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. Yeah, and there shalt dwell thou, and there she shall dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. The house shall redeem thee from the land of thine enemies. Exactly, that's the Most High delivering us, saving us here in which is America, Babylon the Great, Esau, Edom's kingdom, our most powerful enemy. This verse 11. Now also many nations are gathered against thee, that say, let her be defiled, and let our eyes look upon Zion. So, but they know not the thoughts of the Yahweh, neither understand they his counsel. For he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. 13. Rise and dress, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy whose breast, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Yahweh, and their substance unto the Lord, the Dawn of the whole earth. Exactly, man. So the Most High is going to restore us, as well as it reads in Lamentations. As it reads in Lamentations. Lamentations chapter 3 verse Lamentations 5 and verse 21. Turn thou us unto thee, O Yahweh, and we shall be turned. Renew our days as of old. 22. Thou hast utterly rejected us. Thou art very rough against us. So it says there, renew our days as of old. Like when King Solomon had all these nations under him. Okay, the Most High is going to renew us as in the days of old. And it reads, another precept reads, that the Most High shall make your last better than your first. As it reads in, forgot what book, man, but yeah. So basically, I believe it's a guy. Yeah, I forgot what verse, but basically, you know, Zechariah 8 and verse 8. And I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim in truth and in righteousness. It is. So basically, man, yeah. Zechariah 14 verse 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Yahweh of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. 17, and it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth and Jerusalem to worship the King, the Yahweh of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain. Exactly, man. So yeah, man. Revelation 12 and verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Basically talking about Esau Edom's space force he has, as it reads in Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Exactly. Okay. There's going to be a war that's the Battle of Armageddon in that day too, as it reads in Psalm 110 and 3. I'll get this one here in Psalm 110 and verse 3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness. From the womb of the morning thou was the dew of thy youth. In the day of thy power, that's gonna be the day of the Most High, big and magnified to us, or his elect, the hopeful elect, whoever they may be, Lord willing. We are the hopeful elect, Lord willing. But yeah, birds flying, birds shooting lasers out their eyes, throwing tanks, picking up tanks, exploding tanks, and not be scratched, not and still walking and living. Okay, just doing all kinds of stuff in that day. This Revelation 9 verse 7. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their face were as the face of man. And verse 8, and they had hair as the hair of woman, and their teeth were like the teeth of lions. Verse 9, and they had breastplates as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings were as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. Verse 10, and they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt man 5 months. Now that's talking about these missiles, bro. These ICBM missiles, because you're gonna have missiles that hit here in Babylon, ground zero, and touch down here on Babylon before the complete number of missiles, the 200 million missiles that completely destroyed and hit Babylon the Great, as it Esau Edom's country. Because as it reads here in Revelation 11 and 14, I'm gonna get this one first. The second war is past, and behold, the third war will come in quickly. That's the third World War III, when these 10 horns, which are the NATO, destroy Babylon the Great. As it reads here in Revelation 17 and 16, the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, the whole Edomite empire structure. These shall eat the horn, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's talking about these missiles. Before that though, before World War III, the two major prophecies, World War III, and then you're gonna have, the RFID chip, and then you're gonna have World War III. As it reads in Revelation 13 and verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. 16, he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Exactly, and that's what Esau Edom is doing now with this even with this vaccine. He's killing people now. Even more so when he implements the mark of the beast, he's gonna be killing people, and he's gonna be putting them in concentration FEMA camps. And if they don't take it, he's gonna kill them. Verse 17, and that no man might bow himself if he that had the mark or the name of the beast or remember of his name. That's what 80% of banks are looking in right now into digital currency. Even China's there's rumors that China's going to be the first to go digital, and that's why you got companies like Bitcoin and various other companies where you can buy and sell Bitcoin. 17, that no man might bow himself if he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Revelation 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, and if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead and his hand, which is one and the same, worshiping it, you're worshiping it, the Esau Edom, by taking his mark, which is of him, the beast himself. 10, verse 10, or I should say, his army, his power in itself. 10, the same shall drink of the wine, because Esau is the devil, though he is that though. 10, and the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cups of indignation. Going back to that word indignation, meaning the opposite of indignation would be contentment. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, the fire of the Most High's jealousy, his zeal meaning righteous anger, in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahushua. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment, going back to that smoke, that fire and brimstone, through these missiles. You're gonna have 200 million missiles hidden here, Babylon the Great. I had a dream where Russia and Vladimir Putin and the so-called king or president, you can say, of China, what they call king today, president, they were shaking hands, manufacturing more missiles in the background. And then one dream I had where I was in China, they were looking up in the sky, there was missiles hitting there in China. And it just looked like a rain of arrows where you can't see the sun, where it was a rain of arrows of missiles where you can't see the sun. Revelation 14 and verse 11, and the smoke of their trumpet ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and ever receive the mark of his name, because they're going to be dead, gone, destroyed. Their memory is going to be gone, perished. As it reads in Ecclesiastes, there is no remembrance of them. That's what the Most High is saying here. That's why it says in one verse, in Sirach, when it talks about Sodom and Gomorrah and the end of Wisdom of Solomon, or I mean, if I'm correct, or it talks about and left their memorial desolate. That's what that goes into. It's not talking about a place where you burn forever, though. That's false. That's incorrect. That's false doctrines. So, Lord willing, we get saved and we're part of that number. Yeah, cause it's showing you. Okay, cause you got a lot of fagotism here in let's get that verse here. Revelation 11:8. And the dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Exactly. Because Sodom going into that homosexuality, where those dudes, all the from the young kids to older men, were trying to rape the angels that were sent to save Lot and his daughters. Of course, Lot's wife looked back, so she wasn't saved ultimately, but she made it till the end, though. And that's gonna be to a lot of birds too, which is terrifying and a nightmare to think of. To make it to the end, but to make it to the end where the chariots come, but you look back right in the last second. Certain birds gonna be dying for this truth, as it reads. We'll get that later. Lord willing. So yeah, though, going into that, that's here in America, that homosexuality stuff. And even homosexuals trying to hit on brothers, or looking at brothers. So or just their talk or their daily conversation that vexes us, man. As it reads in one of the epistles from the apostles in that time period. Right, so yeah, man, and then that's here in America. That's why this place called Sodom in Egypt, because I mean, look at their artifacts, their statues, and their Capitol buildings, down in Washington. Here with their Freemasonic buildings, they got the pyramids. Down there, if you go to Nevada, they have pyramids there. They're made of glass though, but they're still pyramids. And even in deeper way, it's even in the desert, and that's the spirit the Most High made Esau Edom do that, so that can also prove and show this spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Even they have the I forgot what it was called, but it's like the dog with the head, with human head. But I mean I should say a lion. Yeah, it's a lion basically with a man's head. They have that down there in Las Vegas. So it looks like Egypt down there. The way their architects, the spirit made the architects do it. So that could show you there. Where also our Lord is crucified, because here they show Caesar Borgia, the false Christ. uh, through his images. Okay, calling his name Jesus. That's them. That's why it's called where they crucified. Where, where also our Lord was crucified, man. And that's it. Reads here in verse 10 and here. Let me get that. Yeah, so you know, yeah, a certain brothers gonna be dying for this truth, or I'll just get that right now here in Revelation chapter 3 verse 9. Behold, I will make them, verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Exactly. Certain brothers are gonna get killed quick, easy kill. However it may be, we may not know. Well, we will know. Yeah, Slovakia, but and they're gonna be killed, and that's why I say I'll keep you from the hour of temptation. You're gonna get killed, dead. You ain't gonna have to go through more of the tests and trials. Who's ever lot that is, as the word says, no one got too much, no one got too less. Our works are going to be perfected, and we're going to be taken, Lord willing, if we are the elect. You know, finishing the work, or the Most High how it has for brothers to finish. So that's certain brothers that's going to be killed for this truth, you know, because you're going to have mantras as a testimony to the earth, their kings, or yeah, for a testimony of, a testimony of Yahushua, you know, roughly paraphrasing. As one particular verse reads in Psalms, which I don't know if I have here, which technically, it reads maybe basically it reads that the death of his saints are fresh in his eyes. Yeah, I don't have it here. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but basically that's what it says. This Revelation chapter 11 verse